Hello, I'm Mr. Nine Worlds. Welcome to the first of our series of videos previewing The Blood of Angels, the soon-to-be released novel written by F. Barton Davis. The Blood of Angels is the book one in an ongoing series of adventures of a group of teens. A prequel to these tales, Shadow Dances, has already been published and is available on Amazon. You can find a link for Shadow Dances in the video's description. They say these books are novels, that they're fiction. And I guess that helps everyone sleep easier at night. Because the truth is far more disturbing. There is more to this world than what you know. People live their lives, go about their days in every city, every town, day after day, more the same. But as day turns to night, a new reality emerges, appearing from the darkness. We are not alone. They are among us. The earth that we know is truly 9 worlds, not one. The one we see and the ones that are hidden. All around us are beautiful, wonderful creatures that would inspire us all if we could witness them. But there are other forces, darker forces, that you should pray that you never meet. We call them myths and legends, but they are real. Behind beautiful eyes, walking among us, changing into monsters under the cover of night. Sometimes the doors open and ordinary people are confronted with this reality. And if they survive, they will never be the same. This is such a story. It is a tale about discovery, about adventure, and first and foremost, it is a love story. A wonderful, glorious, tragic love story. Our story begins with 3 best friends, BJ, David, and Eden Grace, otherwise known as Edie, on a road trip. A road trip to celebrate David's 18th birthday. And on this road trip, they visit a small town. And in that small town, they visit a diner. A diner that David remembers from his youth. And that is where the boy meets the girl. So when David enters the diner, he's immediately drawn to a young lady sitting by herself. And he feels compelled to walk over to her. Doesn't know why, but he's got to talk to her. So he walks slowly to her, trying to figure out what he's going to say when he gets there. And when he gets there, he makes the mistake of looking into her eyes, and they're so stunning. He's spellbound. Now he really can't talk. I mean, he's just standing like a dummy, right? But after a while, he smiles. He cracks a smile. And what do you know? She smiles back. And he asks her to sit down. She says yes, and they just start clicking. Her name is Amasemi Brooks. Everyone calls her Semi. But to David, she's a princess. And he's so in love. After about an hour, Edie and BJ invite themselves, because they've been standing around for an hour, right? They invite themselves to the table. Now the 4 of them are talking. And David initially is a little, ticked off that they joined in, but then he's kind of glad, though, because now he gets to not talk sometimes, just gaze into Semi's eyes. And he's so much in love, and they're so much in love. This is like a storybook, Hollywood. 2 people meet in the middle of nowhere, and it's instant love. This should be the perfect story. In many stories, this would be perfect, and they would go off, and at the end of the story, they'd walk off into the sunset in love, happily ever after. But this is the 9 worlds. And in the 9 worlds, things really go the way they're supposed to. It always has a twist. And this is no exception. After about 2 hours, they're still talking and smiling, and all of a sudden, Semi stands up, grabbing her head in pain, and she yells, "Wow, there's a family of birds, I gotta go," and she runs out the diner, promising to call David when things calm down, and he's stunned, his friends are stunned, what just happened, right? But here's the thing, in such a rush to leave, she left her journal behind. So David grabs the journal, he runs behind Semi, and he's right behind her to give it back to her before she leaves. And when he gets outside, there's nobody there. I mean, nothing. No cars, no her, and she vanished in thin air. And it's like, this is crazy, right? And he looks around and he can't believe it. But then he's gripped by this feeling of dread. And somehow he knows something bad has happened. And that Semi's in trouble and that she needs him. Don't ask how he knows. He just knows in his bones. And he starts calling her name and texting her on the phone to see where she is, and calling her some more and texting some more. No response. And his friends join in and they're calling, "Semi, where are you? Semi, where are you?" And they're looking around. This makes no sense. Where could she go? And he looks up and there's a black cloud. It's like a living cloud, with creatures with bat-like wings spiraling around like a tornado coming toward them. And next thing he knows, they're engulfed in blackness. And then nothing. When they wake up, there's no memory of what happened. And they can't help but feel like this whole thing with the living tornado and stuff had to be a dream, right? They're trying to figure out what happened. They lost time, and this is crazy. But what is real, Semi's real. And what David feels for Semi is very, very real. And he knows he has to find her, no matter what it takes. And he still has this feeling of dread that she's in trouble, that something's going on, and he has to find Semi. David has no idea the task that he is undertaking. And his friends who love him and are loyal, and Edie, who's like family, they have no idea the commitment they make by following him. Because the search for Semi is about to open a door to the mystery of the 9 worlds. A door that once open cannot be shut. What is seen cannot be unseen. And what is done cannot be undone. And they embark in the search for Semi. And it changes everything. It opens up the mystery of the blood of angels. But there's something else too. A lesson that David and his friends are about to learn. See, the story that they're in, it may be a love story. At the end of the day, it's a story about dark and light. And here's the thing about darkness. The darkness never tires. It never wavers. It never sleeps. And the darkness always finds you. The darkness found Semi. It found them both. And once it finds you, it does not easily let you go. When all is said and done, this is where our story truly begins. There's more. There's much more. If you're interested in learning more about David and his friends and Semi and the blood of angels, please, please subscribe. Subscribe. Hit the button, subscribe, and see more videos and more tidbits about the blood of angels. And we have a countdown for when it actually comes out. So please subscribe, and we got much more. Also, feel free to comment. I want to engage with you guys. So comment, ask questions, and let's talk about it. Because we're going to talk about the blood of angels and the whole 9 worlds and give you backstory. I'm not going to give any major plot details out in these videos, but a lot of information about the 9 worlds and this incredible world around our world. And so please subscribe, follow, comment. Want to hear from you. Okay? We're going to have many more of these videos. And when the book comes out, get the book. Until next time, Tarith Agodema. I'll see you soon.